Our lesson today is about subtracting polynomials. And our memory verse is found in Deuteronomy 4 verse 2. It says, "You shall not add to the word that I command you, nor take from it, that you may keep the commandments of the Lord your God that I command you." At the end of our lesson today, you'll be able to subtract polynomials and solve problems involving algebraic expressions. Now, last meeting, we have talked about what are similar algebraic expressions. Again, once the orange can only be added to orange, apples can only be added to apples, and bananas can only be added to bananas. You could not add an apple and a banana. They are different in mathematics. So, how do we add similar terms? Again, similar terms have the same literal coefficient, or we say the same variable, and they also have the same exponent. For example, let me use my whiteboard. For example, if we have 5x squared and 6x squared and 3x, we can only add x squared and x squared. Again, they must have the same variable and the same exponent. While 3x and 6x squared have both x, but their exponent is different. This is 2, and if there's no exponent, it means it is 1. So if we add them, that's 5x squared plus 6x squared plus 3x. We can only add these two. How do we add them? We simply add the numerical coefficients. 5 plus 6 is 11. Then copy the literal coefficient. X squared plus the other one, 3x. How about y and y cubed? Same variable, but different exponents, so we could not add them. Now, let's go now to subtracting polynomials. How do we subtract polynomials? Let's have this method. Step 1. You change the sign of the subtrahend. It means that if you see this sign minus y, it would mean plus negative y. Or if you see negative and negative y, you multiply. Negative of negative y, that is positive. Remember, go back to multiplication of integers. If you multiply two the same signs, the answer is positive. Step 2, align the polynomials with similar terms. Step 3, we add the numerical coefficient. And step 4, we copy the literal coefficient. Now, how do we do that? Let's have this example. Let me first snip it. Now, here's an example. 3x squared plus 8x minus 4 minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 9. Now remember, this is our minuend and this is our subtrahend. The first step says that we need to change the sign of the subtrahend. So this one, let's first copy our minuend. 3x squared plus 8x minus 4. Next, we change the sign of the subtrahend. So it's after the minus sign. 2x squared becomes negative 2x squared. Align, negative 2x squared. Next, 5x, what's the opposite? 5x becomes negative 5x. So minus 5x. The next one, negative 9 becomes positive 9. So we have now changed the sign of the subtrahend and we already aligned similar terms. The next one, we need to add numerical coefficients. Example, just add or subtract the numbers. 3 minus 2, that is 1, write 1. Copy the literal coefficient, x squared. Next, 8 minus 5, 3. So plus 3, copy the literal coefficient, x. Next, negative 4 plus 9. Remember our song? Same signs add and keep, different signs subtract. Different signs. So we subtract them. That's 9 minus 4, that becomes 5. If the numerical coefficient is 1, it's okay not to write 1. So our final answer is x squared plus 3x plus 5. Do you have any questions?
No po, ma'am.
That's good. Now, let's go to the next example. Then prepare for a drill. Now let's have this example. Subtract 6a cubed plus 12a squared minus 15a and 4a squared minus 12a plus 8. Step 1. Let's copy our minuend. So you have 6a cubed plus 12a squared minus 15a. Next, this is the minus sign. So this is our subtrahend. What do we do with the subtrahend? We change the sign. So we now have, ready? 4a squared becomes negative 4a squared. Align. This is a squared. So you align it with the a squared. Negative 4a squared. Next, negative 12a. You need to align it with a. And negative 12a becomes positive 12a. So plus 12a. Next, 8. 8, what's the opposite sign? Becomes negative 8. There's no constant in the minuend. So you have it in the last, minus 8. Next, let us add the numerical coefficient. So 6a cubed. Next, 12 minus 4, that's 8. So plus 8a squared. Next, negative 15 plus 12. Remember, same signs add and keep, different signs, subtract them. 15 minus 12 is 3a. Copy the sign of the greater number. What's the greater number? Negative, so negative 3a. Then the last is minus 8. This is now our answer. Do you have any questions?